everybody. We're gonna see if anybody actually comes in to see my live. I don't know if anybody's actually gonna come in, but regardless if anybody comes in, the motherfucker is going to be recorded to my page. Therefore, it's technically content, and I gave y'all some. Now, it's on y'all if y'all didn't catch me live. Okay, cause baby, it's 4:20. I got me a little drink in my system. That's like a reggae red, baby. If you don't know about that reggae red, then baby, you just don't know. Okay? Because the whole reggae collection is a lot. I'm a wine drinker. If anybody don't know me, y'all know I love me some wine. Anything from the reggae collection, the reggae red, reggae blush, reggae sangria, reggae margarita, all that shit. So y'all check that shit out. Reggae collection is at CVS, Walmart, Myers, Kroger's, Walmart. It's really anywhere that you like would want to buy wine. It's there. But yeah, I just want to talk about what do I want to talk about? Okay, we can talk about the difference between tranny chasers, trans attracted, and trans amorous men. Now, this is where I would really love to have like a discussion with people who are tuning in, but you know, it doesn't look like I have people right now. So I'm gonna give it. What time is it? I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and start my. I'm gonna start my spiel. Shit, I already got me a drink ready, so shit. I'm ready to spill the tea. By the way, this is my natural hair. If nobody knew, I know it's a little fried eyed late to the side, but I had dyed it red, and this side has gotten a lot straighter versus this side, as you can tell. This side is very much more poofy. This side is very much more straight. But I mean, black girls can have long hair. In case you didn't know, I want y'all to see. We don't gotta wear weave. We don't wanna wear tracks. We don't have to wear motherfucking braids. We can wear what the fuck we want, and it's valid and it's cute. And that does not mean random little bitches like Bad Baby can wear them on trying to be popular or trying to be current or keep up with the new trends. Because black hair is not a new trend. Black hair and black hairstyles is cultural appropriation if you're somebody who does not want to credit that and goes to somebody else and tries to pass it off on their own. I wish a lot of people knew that, but a lot of people don't. Like Bad Baby, she talked about how black women wear weaves and they wear, ponytails, how we wear tracks and braids and all this other stuff to look more European. But the fact is, that's fucking assimilation. Black people, for a long, long fucking time, have had to assimilate into culture in order to fit in. Because if we came in with our fucking afros, if we came in with our twist outs, our braid outs, our kinky twists, our bantu knots, all that shit, all that shit was deemed as unprofessional. All the shit was deemed as ghetto. All the shit was deemed as too black, unprofessional. In case I didn't already say that, but all the shit was literally categorized as that. Therefore, we had to straighten our hair like this. We had to get perms. We had to wear wigs in order to, fucking fit into society so we can get the same opportunities as white people. So for somebody like Bad Baby to sit there and talk about our hairstyles and that we're trying to copy European hairstyles, I who's this? I ain't never met no motherfucking body that was like, hey girl, let me go get some motherfucking European hair. Let me go get that Caucasian hair. Let me go get that British hair. Nobody has ever said that. That's been a motherfucking bullet point for white people to talk about. Whenever they bring up black people. they bring up our hair. Oh, sorry. Anytime I'm doing that, y'all, I'm reading like, cause something's coming in just so I can see. Anyway, back to cultural appropriation in our hair. A lot of white people like to get it wrong and say that we're trying to, copy them, when really assimilation is not the same thing as copying. Trying to assimilate into a culture that has tried to kick us out, that's not the same thing as, putting in blonde hair and trying to think that we're white. We don't do that. That's not a thing. If anything, black people started the whole black girl blonde hair type thing. It was never to look more white. It was just a trend. It was something that we thought looked cute. It was never to look white. It was never to look passable or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what else I was gonna talk about. Oh yeah, so I was gonna talk about tranny chasers, trans attracted men, and trans amorous men. That's what I was gonna talk about. Who is that? Am I the only person here? Yeah, probably. You're probably the only person here, sir. This is my first time going live, so I don't expect a lot of people to be here, honestly. I didn't even know if I was gonna get people. I was just like, oh shit. Shit, let's go live. It's 4:20. Let me go ahead and start something, see if anybody, tries to interact, see if anybody tries to catch on. But nobody has, so I'm just gonna talk. So that way it can save as a video and, people can get into my conversation. So, in my life as a black trans woman, a young black trans woman, because I'm only 25, I have encountered all three types of men. I've encountered the trans attracted, the trans amorous, and the tranny chasers. Now, I'm going to break down all three of what they are. So, at least to me, trans attracted men are men who I've either found that a woman is trans and they still find her attractive and still have a sexual desire to her, so they're still wanting to experience that, or they just have like a romantic, you know, stimulation or something like that. It's like, oh shit, oh she's trans, but my dick's still hard, so I know she's trans, but I'm still horny. Like that is what trans attracted is. Trans attracted is more of the physical part of being attracted to a trans woman. What are what are you if you are a girl who is addicted to? Oh shit. You don't know. I don't know how to read this shit. What is it? Okay, I finally found it. What are you? Let me see if I can do this. We're gonna do that. There we go. What are you if you're a guy who is addicted to getting B jobs from trans women? Okay, if you're somebody who is addicted to getting blowjobs from trans women, you are trans attracted. You are attracted to trans women. You like for trans women to perform sexual favors on you. That is an attraction. Because you don't let just anybody give you a blowjob. You have to be attracted to that person to give them a blowjob. You're trans attracted. That does not make you trans amorous or a tranny chaser. So I'm gonna go into what trans amorous is. Now, if you are trans amorous, that is like one step above being trans attracted. Trans amorous means that you are going above and beyond the whole just being attracted to a trans woman, because you can say, oh my god, she's pretty. Oh my god, I know that she's trans, but I still find her attractive. That would be trans attracted. That doesn't mean you have any type of feeling for her. It just may be just like a sexual inkling because you found her to be attractive, but she just so happened to be trans. But trans immerse is more of like the next step of wanting to get to know a trans woman, get to know her outside of being sexual. Because just because you're attracted to somebody does not mean that you want to be romantically inclined to them. So that's what I feel like being trans amorous is. Amorous is kind of like love, kind of like companionship. You wanting to get to know someone for just despite the fact that they're trans. That is what trans amorous is. If anybody wants to correct me, they can. But in my in my definitions, that's what trans amorous is. Now, being a tranny chaser is not really caring who you're attracted to as long as they are trans. So they can be searched up with titties and nose job and filler and they can have pussy, they can have a fat ass, they can have a BBL, all the shit. You're gonna be attracted to them because they're trans. That's what tranny chasers are. They like you just because you could have the fattest ass, the biggest titties, or you could look like a brick. You could, not be on hormones. You could only want somebody that, just looks good in a wig and, a wig and some lingerie. And you're attracted just because you're a tranny chaser. You're someone who just likes the appearance of a woman. You don't really care, like, if she lives every day today as a woman. But there are some men who actually, they have to, like, engage in someone who has had surgery. There are men who've, like, denied me because I didn't have my breast done. The breasts that I have, these are mine. I agree with these. It's not a lot, but there's still something. So some men have, denied me because of the fact that I don't have double D breasts because I've never gotten surgery. I've never gotten FFS. I've never had, just like BBL and got my ass and hips and all that shit done. So I've never had all that done. So I'm a pre-op trans woman, and I'm okay with that for right now because of the fact that I'm 25. I haven't experienced enough life to decide if I want to do the big chop and stop. Okay, the big chop and stop. Because I might want a kid at one point in life, so I don't think I want to chop and stop and get everything done in a quick, fast, and in a hurry because of the fact that it will get me more access to men. Because the same men that'll like me will only like me just because of the fact that it's tranny pussy. It's something new to experience. It's something they have never had before. So the same men who want me because of the fact that I have a penis will be the same different type of men who want me because of the fact that I don't have one and that it's a man-made vagina. I feel like I sent a comment on here. Let's see. I like post-op trans women. Okay, and you are valid for liking post-op trans women. I mean, a lot of men do. A lot of men like the fact that they don't care about the fact that you were born male as long as you have a vagina. A lot of men do not care. They will not really look past you if you do have a vagina. That's an honest thing. A lot of men do look past me because the fact that I only have a penis, so they're to look past me, they can acknowledge they're attracted to me as far as being trans attracted as far as they can look at me and see that I'm attractive, but once they go past that and know the fact that what I have, they kind of, they fall back. I mean, that's your case, but just know that a lot of trans women, especially black trans women, we do not have the option to get surgeries. We do not have that financial support. And a lot of men want to, sexually objectify us without actually, trying to pay us for it. Like, oh, well, why don't you look cut? Why don't you look like this? Why don't you look like that? You're supposed to be, if you want to be a woman, you're supposed to be shaped like this. You're supposed to have this surgery. You're supposed to have that surgery. It's like, what? Please point us in the direction to have jobs that hire us that won't discriminate us for being trans. Find us men who will support us without being in the shadows. Because please let me know, because I do have one. But that's besides the point. He liked me regardless of the fact that I was trans. He seen me as an attractive woman, and then once we started talking, he found out that I was trans and he still didn't care. And that's honestly rare to find. It's really, especially as a black woman at that. Who is this? We can't hear what you're saying. Wait, so y'all can't hear what I'm saying? All right, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear what I'm saying now? Oh boy, baby, whoever you are, that couldn't hear me. Clearly, the other person has heard what I was talking about. So maybe it's your speaker. So maybe that's on you, baby. Because the other person has heard that what I'm talking about. So does any do any of the other four people, other three people, can they hear me? Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Okay, so apparently people can hear me, so that's good. Cheers to that. Okay, maybe if I move this closer. Sorry, I have never gone live, so I'm still kind of getting used to this. I'm on a phone, like I'm talking to my phone right now, so I don't know if it's actually like reciprocating to y'all. I've never done this before. That's my first time I done some shit like this, so I'm hoping y'all can hear me because I got a lot of shit that I'm talking about. Now it's down to two y'all. Okay. Oh, now I'm on 17 minutes. Well, I'm gonna go get back to what I was talking about. So I was talking about trans attracted versus trans amorous versus tranny chasers. Thank you. So in my life, I've dealt with all three of these type of men. I've dealt with men who were like attracted to me that did not know that I was trans, and then once they found out that I was trans, their attraction kind of faded. But those only once they knew the physical aspects of being with a trans woman, because a lot of people expect the fact for a trans woman to be surged up and for us to have our titties done, to have our ass done, to have our pussy done and shit like this. When actuality, for the average trans woman, average black trans woman at that, we don't have that type of, you know, support. We do not. A lot of black trans women are sex workers. I'm not. I have done sex work. I have gone there just because, a bitch couldn't pay the rent. A bitch couldn't, pay the light bill. So I've done sex work and I'm not ashamed of doing sex work. But like I'm saying, the average trans woman has to go through some shit to get to where she's at. And the men who are trans attracted, they won't get that because all they see you as a beautiful woman, and then once they find out you're trans, they might, lose their attraction or they might not. And the men who are trans amorous, they're the ones you want to stick with. They're the ones you want to, engage with and shit like that. I think the hate comes from jealousy and the fear of being attracted. Like, jealous of what? So you're someone who loves trans women, but do you love trans women openly? You can love trans women on your own. You can love trans women through porn, But do you love them openly enough to stick up for them? Do you love them enough to protect them? Because there are plenty of men who have said that they fuck with me, but once it's out in public, I'm all types of man, he, she's, she males, trannies, faggots. I'm all types of that. So there's men who say, "Oh, I fuck with you," but they don't actually fuck with you because of the fact that they're too ashamed of being attracted to a trans woman. Let me see what he had said. And the fear comes from not being able to control our attraction to you. But like I said, if you see us as women, then there shouldn't be a problem with being attracted to us. If you're attracted to women and you see us as women, because honestly, it's hard to look at me. It's hard to look at me and see a nigga and see what you see looking in the mirror. Okay, from looking at me and then looking at you, you don't see the same thing. So why are you ashamed to be seen with someone who looks like this? I used to be that way because of fear. And I do get that because there is a fear from men. Because, men do, because us as trans women, we do lose a lot from being trans women. Like, we make that negotiation to cut off family. We make that negotiation to, cut off friends and lose job opportunities because of the fact that we are trans and we want to be who we want to be openly. So when it comes to men, if you don't have that same mindset as far as me, then you're honestly not worth it. If I have to sacrifice X, Y, and Z, and you're too afraid to because of Tay Tay and Junebug down the block, because they're gonna clown you for being with a trans woman, and they're sleeping on their mama's couch, or they're sleeping on the air mattress at their auntie house. You got your own shit, your own car, your own place. Bitch, you worried about what Junebug got to say? Then we can't be together. Fuck that. That ain't love. If you're still worried about what the fuck another nigga got to say about your life, that's some homoerotic shit. If you care that much about what another nigga got to say about your life, that's some shit you gotta take care of. That's some shit you gotta dig deep into yourself and unravel. Because us as trans women, that's not our responsibility to do that. It's not our responsibility to be your therapist because you can't talk to your homeboys about your attraction to trans women when the same niggas hit me up in my inbox too. I'm just saying. Because the same motherfuckers who got so much to say, they're the same motherfuckers who be sliding into another motherfucker's inbox. Same motherfuckers who want to creep around with trans women, but want to shame the other homeboys that's doing it. Like I feel like y'all need like a trans amorous support group. I know some guy named Troy Kennedy. He's done it. I don't know if it's like just because he's based out in Houston or something like that, but y'all trans men, I mean trans amorous men need to get that together. You're right. You do got one life to live. And if you're that motherfucker living it for somebody else, that's a problem. And you can't expect a woman to put up with that, whether cis or trans. Because if you're a cis woman and you're waiting on, and she's fat, let's say you're dating a cis woman. If you don't know what cis is a woman who is not trans. She identifies with the gender that she was given at birth. So she was born ex-wife and she was born XX female. She identifies as being a woman. And she looks like she's fat. But you know your niggas are gonna clown you for dating a fat girl. So you hide her. You sneak over her house at 11 o'clock at night, just like y'all do the T girls. No woman wants to put up with that bullshit. No woman wants to put up with being hidden. No woman wants to put up with being laughed at in public and then sought after at night. Because fat girls go through that same shit. Because I have a lot of fat girlfriends. And niggas love them, but in public, they'll be like, oh no, I would never date no fat bitch like that. I would never get with no fat girl like that. Oh no, she too big. She big as hell. I'm not doing that. But when the same motherfucker sliding that fat bitch's DMs, trying to get between the big old um to all be patty thighs. What do you say? I think we're like natural women. Now, like the term natural women, I here and there, here and there about that term. I like the term cis women because I mean, bitch, I'm natural. Doesn't mean I'm a natural woman because sex and gender are two different things. A lot of y'all don't realize that. So saying natural women, I like to say cis women, women who identify as being cis. A lot of trans women say that they don't want to be secret. And a lot of trans women don't want to be a secret. We want to be left openly and out like cis women. But I mean, it's niggas who don't want to do that openly, especially black men. No shade. My whole boyfriend, who is that, Casey? Hi, Casey. I don't know you, but hey, baby. Anyway, what I was saying, a lot of men, black men, they don't want to date black women like me. They don't. That's why my boyfriend is Vietnamese. I've dated black. I've dated white. I've dated Asian. I've dated Middle Eastern. I've dated all these different types, and the only one that was really able to, outwardly and openly be engaged with me it was this Vietnamese man, and I don't feel bad about it. A lot of people are like, oh, you should just because you're trans does not mean you shouldn't date black. You need to date a black man that's attracted to a trans woman. But black cis men, they're not open to date black trans women. They're not. As much as like I said in my past video, I want black on black love. It does not mean that black men are ready to love me openly and not really the way that I need to be loved. I've been with white men, and white men have treated me good. They treated me great. But I mean, but the men of my own race have never given me what I wanted as far as love and shit like that. The only black man I can say that I really fucked with was this guy who had a girlfriend. I had found out he had a girlfriend. And that wasn't until maybe like 2, 3 weeks that we were actually dating. Not dating, but seeing each other. He does. He understands that, like, I need to be treated a certain way. Do you have a Coke or a PayPal? I do have a PayPal. Actually, honestly, I just deleted it because I was not getting a lot of donations on PayPal. So I deleted it, but I can definitely plug that in there for you. If you want to go ahead and donate to the PayPal, but I do have Cash App at this moment in time. Oh, sorry for all the sniffling, y'all. We just, like I said, we got 420 lit up in here. All that smoke that was going around. I got a bitch allergies acting up. All that pollen, all that smoke. Woo! It ain't no Rona though. I ain't got no Rona, so don't ever expect that bitch. I was trying to give me some more wine. But yeah, once I became a trans woman, a lot of this dating stuff got really difficult. Like as a gay black boy, it was a lot easier. It was still difficult, but honestly, I feel like if I would have never transitioned, I would have had a lot more relationship experience. If that makes any sense. Cause I have my brother is gay, so he's gay and he's black, so he experiences a different love life than I do because I mostly date men who date women, whether they're cis or they're trans. I date men who are attracted to femininity. I date men who are attracted to breast and long hair and girl and body. That's what I attract. So me and him, eventually, we have two different dating pools. Cause I mean, he may not be buff and woo 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 woo, but he's still, he has a beard and all that shit. He's masculine. What do y'all think? If you're asking, do I still have a male part? Woo! Sorry. That was that dust. No Rona. Do I still have a male part? Until I get $15,000 to get all that together, I have what I was born with. I got mama's headlights and daddy's equipment. Oh, my wine is out. Y'all stay right there. I'm gonna give me some more wine. If you want to stay there, please do. If you want to leave because you're tired of me, go ahead and go. But I'm gonna give me some more wine so we can talk about some more shit. Be right back. I was able to get my wine, y'all. Look at a reggae red. I love it. Please don't remove it. Actually, my boyfriend said the same thing. He said that I want you to be happy, but I don't want you to have to go through what people go through in order to, have what you have. Well, have what you want to have. Because he knows I want SRS surgery, but he does not want me to remove it just because of the fact that he thinks that I think that I want him to remove it. I get that. A lot of men, they only want trans women because of the fact that we do have we do have what we have. That's our main attraction because they can find 1,000 cis women on the street with vaginas and shit like that, or they can find, and one in a million trans women who have a vagina, but to experience a woman with a penis is a different experience. It's like the holy grail of physical attraction. Because what do we see most in porn? We see titties, we see ass, and we see big dicks. That's what we see in porn. Okay, so I'm new to this. Are you somebody who likes to, be penetrated by trans women? Or, like, I want to know your story. Is that even. Shit, into my podcast though now. What's it? Okay, we're at 36 minutes. Damn. You love it all. So, do you consider yourself straight, gay, or bi, or pansexual? I just want to know. Okay, that's what's up though. Like, I feel like if you're going to date a trans woman, you need to love trans women in all of their body, all of their opportunity, not opportunity, woo, all of the body and just like all of their stages. Cause we go through stages. We don't wake up one day and just look feminine and cunt and have full cheeks and big titties and a flat stomach with a fat ass. We have to go through certain stages. So we need men who's gonna love us through all of our stages and be proud of us. And you seem like one of those men who are attracted to trans women in all of their stages. Okay, so would you be attracted to a trans woman post op? So a lot of men who are attracted to trans women just because trans women have penises does not mean they're attracted to men just because they have penises. You understand what I'm saying? Like just because you're attracted to a penis, or this doesn't mean you like a penis on a man. Like you can like a penis if it's attached to boobs, if it's attached to femininity, if it's attached to hair and soft skin and a soft body. Like that that doesn't make you gay. I feel like it makes you queer in a sense because two penises laying down together have never equaled heterosexual, but I don't think it makes you gay. I think it makes you in a sort of a queer identity. All right, so how would y'all feel if I did this live? Like, what is it? Monday right now? Like Monday at 10 o'clock, 10:30 every Monday. Like, how would y'all feel about that? Because I want to kind of like have a topic come to y'all at like 10:30 once a week and just get on live and talk to y'all. Um, well, I've never actually seen a post-op vagina in person, so I can even testify for it because I've never seen it. Okay, I'm not sure really what's my availability and like I'll be working again next week. Nah. Well, regardless if like people aren't able to make my lives on Mondays, but it'll still save to my account. So y'all will still be able to see it. Like once I get off of this, it'll save to my videos. So like it'll go to my channel and you'll be able to like get on this and watch it. Cause I want to give y'all some consistency because I'm bad at being consistent and shit like this. I want to be consistent in my videos, like in my lives. So I want to go live at least once a week, and I want to, make a edited video at least once a week, just so people can, get some more of me. Cause y'all not been inconsistent in the past. So yeah, I'm gonna try Mondays at like 10:30. Mondays at 10:30 every week. And if y'all on, y'all on. If y'all not, y'all not. But just know, I'll have a glass of wine and I'll be talking shit. And if you know me, I'll probably have a different look every week. So if there's anything that you guys want to see or want to talk about or want to hear about, then I suggest I put it in here because it's at 41. I'm gonna give it till about 45, and then I'm probably gonna hop off because the bitch is feeling those munchies from that 420 session. All right, so anything else y'all want to talk about? Get out in the open. Cause only three of y'all in here, so want to go ahead and get that out the way before I, log off of here. Also, if you're here, thumbs up this video, like it, share it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Do you think it's difficult for trans women to connect with straight guys? I do, because a lot of trans women aren't openly trans, so straight men aren't going to see us out in the open all the time and know that we're trans. And also, it's hard, telling RT in public, attracting straight men, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, not every situation is the situation to tell your T. Because just because I'm at a bar and somebody buys me a drink does not mean that I'm obligated to tell them that I'm trans. So unless there's like a specified, LGBT bar in your hometown or in the town that you're living in, where you can go to meet trans women, then it's kind of hard to meet open trans. Oh, sorry. Then it's kind of hard to meet open trans women, especially during this whole Rona epidemic. That's really fucking hard. Trans girls are my preference, but I'm open to dating anyone. Okay. Now, question: do you make that known to cis women that you're open to dating anyone, or are you just telling that to trans women? Like, are you telling cis women the same thing? Like, hey, I'm open to dating you, and I'm open to dating trans women. Like, how does that go for a straight man who's attracted to both cis women and trans women? How does that go for y'all? tell y'all, I'm just sitting here looking drunk as fuck. Okay, what's this say? Why are some trans women impatient with straight guys who are not experienced as them relationship wise? I think trans women are more upset with the lack of what's what I'm looking for. Like we want a man who is some of us. I'm not gonna say all because I don't speak in absolutes and I don't speak for everyone. But for me, as a trans woman, I want someone who is experienced in dating trans women. I don't want to be your first because I know you don't know how to sexually please me as a pre-op trans woman. If you're a straight man and I'm your first trans woman, so I want you to have experience with the other trans women. But I think a lot of our issue is that the fact that we've dated or talked to a lot of cis men who only date women, but they have not openly dated trans women that are attracted to them. Like we date a lot of men who are attracted to women and cis women, but we don't get a lot of men who date us openly. If that makes any sense. So we're a lot more, experienced through talking to men who like us, but we're not experienced with dealing with men who like us in our entirety and are open about doing it. Yes, but they seem me talking to trans women and they get kind of upset with me. I pursue trans women way more than cis women, so they know it early in meeting me. I mean, that's good as long as you're open about telling women that you're into trans women as well. So as long as they know it going into it, that's good. I'm here for that. Because I do know that there's especially in the black community, there's something that goes along with dating cis women when you have to relate the fact that that you like trans women. A lot of cis women don't want to date men who like trans women. They may be, oh, I love her. She looks so good. Oh my gosh, she looks like a real woman. Oh my gosh, I couldn't tell. Blah blah blah. But when it comes to asking a cis woman if they would date a man who's attracted to trans women, they wouldn't do it. I'm friends with cis women. Hey, would you be okay with a man dating me that is also attracted to you? Because if you don't, there's a problem. Because if you see me as a woman, you should have no problem with your man dating somebody who they see as a woman. Because if you see me as a male and you see me as a threat, or if you see me as somebody that's going to take your nigga because I'm something different, then you don't see me as who I am and who I'm presenting myself to be. Therefore, that's an issue on you, and you need to fix that. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. I don't tell cis women anything about my interests as curiosities. There's too much to risk. They will embarrass men for nothing. That makes it difficult to gain new experiences and be comfortable with them. I've heard a lot of that. I've honestly heard a lot of that. That once you confess, because like cis women, they want to say that, hey, I want you to be open about who you are. I don't want any secrets. I don't want you to hide anything from me. I want you to tell me what blah 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 X Y and Z. But once you tell them you're attracted to trans women, suddenly you're off the market for them. And I see why cis men don't want to date trans women openly, or at least tell their cis women counterparts that they're, attracted to trans women because of the fact that cis women will run men off. They will be like, oh, you gay. You don't like real women. You still da 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 da. So for women to be like, cis women to be like, hey, I want you to be honest and open with me. And when men who are attracted to trans women are open and they don't get the response that they thought they would, then that sends men to this whole DL pandemic, to where they don't want to tell you about the fact that they're attracted to trans women. They don't want to tell you that they, are into trans women they want to date or have dated trans women in the past, because they know you're going to be negative, and they know that you're not going to want to date them afterwards. After you just said that you want them to be 100% honest with you, because a lot of them don't. They want to hear the honesty that fits their narrative. They don't want the honesty that you actually come with as a human being, as a man who's attracted to women, both cis and trans. Amen to that. After they see me, I'm going to. And I know a lot of men who've had to deal with the fact that, you know, they wanted to tell women about, they wanted to tell cis women about, their past with me and them. And then once they told them, they no longer were seen as attractive. They no longer were seen as boyfriend material. They weren't seen as someone worth dating because of the fact that they were attracted to someone like me. So I get where men come from as far as them not wanting to be openly attracted to trans women when telling cis women that they date us, because the fact that they can use a privilege in dating cis women. I mean, that shit happens. I feel bad that it happens, but trans women give up a lot to, live the lives that we live. We give up a lot. We cut off a lot of friends. We cut off a lot of family. We cut off a lot of opportunities. And to have a man who just won't risk going back to some old pussy, that's really shitty. Because we give up so much to be who we are and to be accepted. And also, we don't even care about being accepted, about being respected. And for you to spit in our faces and be like, you're not worth that because I still want access to pussy, I understand it, but it still pisses me off. That's my truth. Everybody still here? I mean, a lot of trans women feel like they have something to prove when it comes to dating cis men, cis straight men, because of the fact that, you know, we're not used to being wanted like that. We're not used to being sought after. So trans women will go above and beyond for a man because of the fact that we're not used to being treated in the right ways from men. So, not saying that trans women are better than cis women. I'm saying that your chances of wanting to be loved for certain reasons are better with trans women. Oh shit, it's going to 54 minutes. Bitch, I need to make my black ass a sandwich, so I'm gonna start wrapping this shit up. Last comments, go ahead before I start finishing this up. Cause the bitch is hungry. Any other comments, questions, or concerns? I feel that you said, plus trans women don't judge me when I tell them what I like. I mean, hey, that's good. That's good. And I hope the fact that you're openly admitting that, and hopefully you're just not doing that online. Hopefully you're committing to that in person in your everyday today life. You're fighting transphobia in your spaces at work. You're fighting transphobia in your everyday to day life. You're not just capping online. And I really appreciate that. Okay. All right, y'all. It's 55 minutes, 56, whatever. I'm probably finna get off of here. Be sure to tune in every Monday at 10:30. I will be on every Monday now at 10:30. If I don't have the time, I will make the time. So I want men to come back. I want women to come back. I want anybody who's willing to come see me Monday at 10:30. Okay? Mondays next Monday I will post 2 videos a week. I will go live every Monday at 10:30 p.m. This is I think Central Standard Time because I live in Indiana. So it was 10:30 when I went live. So I hope all of you share, like, comment, and subscribe or whatever. But see you next Monday at 10:30, and be sure to be ready to debate, y'all. Bring your wine, bring your popcorn, bring your all this and that. All right, I'll see you there. All right, y'all. Bye. I don't know how to get off of this. I honestly don't.